Good evening, welcome to the last moments of qualifying for week 3 of the Velocity Racing League State of Origin series. It's the last week and we're here at the Metal Motorsport Park for part 1 of this evening. Our second part's at Albert Park this evening. Chris Refalo leading, Nicholas Gregg, Alex McEwen, Riley Smith down in 4th. Your championship contenders tonight are Chris Refalo and Riley Smith primarily. And New South Wales are well on their way to locking up this championship for the State of Origin. So as we come across the line here, this is Chris Refalo. Riley Smith jumps up into second place and Nick Mello goes third just behind. Alex McEwen, last couple of corners. If he's not held up here, will get down the inside to the last corner now. Had a bit of a moment on the exit. Is that going to hurt his run to the line? He goes third fastest. About 3/10 or so back. So Refalo, Smith, McEwen and Mello in 4th. Nicholas Gregg is a little bit quicker in the first sector. I think he got across the line before the checkered flag. He did. And Chris Refalo's going faster still. And there was Nick Gregg. Purple sector 2. Could be on for a really good lap here. Territorians are the only group who are still in the hunt for the State of Origin Championship. It's New South Wales 1 and 2 at the moment. Car just ahead, and Nick looks to be held up just a little bit there. Will run to the line and it'll be third fastest for Nicholas Gregg. Puts in a 37.137 and Chris Refalo comes across the line, goes even faster with a 56.556. Behind them, it is Alex McEwen, Nick Mello in 5th, Matt Double sits in 6th, and he's on the side of the road for some reason. Paddy Donnelly, and then Lee Childs, Sean Mulvey, then Max Spivey, Daniel Cicluna, Mike Crick, and Janos Molnar. So almost ready to kick it off for the first race, race 5 of the championship. Long run to the first corner here, a lot can happen. Quick look at the championship standings here. So Chris Refalo on 390 points, leading Riley Smith by 20 points. Followed by Nicholas Gregg in 3rd, then Nick Mello, Matt Double, Max Spivey, Makiki Adane and Sean Mulvey. Now, with 200 points on offer, that puts any of those top 6 in the hunt for the Drivers' Championship. But really, it's Chris Refalo and Riley Smith going head-to-head for that one, with Nicholas Gregg just about there. He could get lucky and snag it, but it's really between those top 2 and then New South Wales well ahead in the State of Origin standings there. So we'll keep a close eye on that after this race and see how it all ends up. Car's starting to rev up as we get set for the start of race 4. On the inside is Chris Refalo, outside is Wylie Smith, as we've seen so often. And the lights are coming on. Away in racing. Better start for Chris Refalo. He moves to the inside. He's got the lead into turn 1. Wylie Smith is going to challenge him around the outside. They go side by side through 2. And Nicholas Gregg. Oh, he's gone up the inside of Smith and spun off his rear tyre. So Nicholas Gregg, any hopes he had of a championship have all but been dashed here. He's down to 11th place. Chris Refalo leads from Wylie Smith. Mello pulling up alongside. Slight movement coming off the curb there. He's got Paddy Donnelly just behind. He's being challenged. And Donnelly slips up the inside of Mello, who ran a bit wide. And so up into the podium positions now for the Victorian. Goings on further back. There's Ben Wylie across the road, and having to swoop out of the way is both Mike Crick and Alex McEwen. McEwen a bit further down than maybe he would have liked to be. Off the start of this one as well. And now Wylie moves to the inside of McEwen, of Crick rather. And he's got past through the first corner. Big move on for Nick Mello here, down at turn 4. It's too much of a task. And he can't get it done, so settling for 4th at the moment. Just got to watch those curbs and the amount of dirty air that the car produces through these series of corners. Cleaner, has he gotten past Spivey? He has, because Spivey has run well off. Wonder if there's been contact between the two. Cleaner's been slowed up and has been passed by Gregg and Double as a result. And Mello gets up the inside of Donnelly for 3rd. So I feel this is a battle that's going to stretch on for a bit. Maybe a bit of back and forth here. One Victorian to another. We're watching Alex McEwen on the back of Sean Mulvey. This is at turn 5 rather. Huge amount of dust being kicked up because Ben Wylie is off the road. Oh, Nicholas Gregg, watch this, right on the back of Paddy Donnelly. And Mello's managed to pull away from Donnelly by quite some margin now. It's about 3 seconds or so. Nicholas Gregg will move to the outside and challenge Donnelly for the place at the first corner, and he's got it done simply. So into fourth now. Nicholas Gregg, recovery drive going well thus far. Refalo and Riley Smith locking up the championship, State of Origin championship for New South Wales as it stands. While we continuing to come under pressure. And Paddy Donnelly as well. There's about 5/10 or so between Donnelly and Double. You can see Cicluna and McEwen going at it. And McEwen is past. So he moves into 7th. Oh, Cicluna's lost it at turn 2. He had a big snap of oversteer and tried to correct it, but overcorrected and has ended up facing the wrong direction. He loses a couple of positions down to 10th because of that. And 6 seconds now to Lee Childs, who is still hanging on to the back of Sean Mulvey. Can't find a way past yet. Donnelly spun it. It's at the top end of the course and he's rotated it around and got it going again into 9th. Can't say it's been a brilliant day. It's just a moment ago he was fighting for a position on the podium. On board with Nick Mello chasing down Riley Smith down the main straight. And we'll get you a look at this circuit. The last of 4. This high loads put through the car at 5 and then braking event for the hairpin at 6. And then look at this number of right-handers, all different angles, different speeds, and it's a challenge to string them all together, especially in one of these. Of course, the track turns back on itself as well in the middle of all of that. Now Matt Double could be under pressure here from Alex McEwen as they roll down the main straight. McEwen will move over to the left and he will outbrake Double through the first corner. He outbrake himself as well. He locked up the tyres. Still running wide through 3, giving enough space to Double, but not enough to give up the position. Oh, Double had a look at the inside and just ended up locking up the wheels. He arrived there very hot at turn 6. Nick Mello pushing the limits of the car and the track, with Nicholas Gregg bearing down on him while he chases Riley Smith. Refalo continues to lead 5.6 seconds, so a sizable margin. Oh, Nick Bellows actually going round. He had a look at Riley Smith down at that first corner, but he's gotten a bit too eager, up onto the curb on the inside and half spun it. Nicholas Gregg is now released to have a go at Riley Smith's second position. Could be on for second place in the championship here. To be in with a chance, Riley needs to finish 12th or better. To have a go at the Drivers' Championship at the last race at Albert Park. Final corner now, this could be Nick Gregg's chance. Had a look down the inside. There was enough space, but not enough speed. Moves to the outside now at 6. Bit too wide out. You're going to try and hang on around the outside and can't get it done just yet. So Riley Smith will hold on to second position for now. Just have to follow through here, try his best to follow. It's super close. Oh! Big snap of oversteer for Nicholas Gregg. He tried to correct it and has ended up running across the grass and losing a little bit of time. It's about 8 tenths now. The gap between him and Riley Smith in second. Nick Mello in fourth is 2.9 seconds behind. As for the Drivers' Championship, Nicholas Gregg does need this third place or better to have a chance. If Chris Refalo stays in his position at least. That's what this is all assuming. We're about halfway through this race. There's now 11 to go. Now, could this be Nick Gregg's chance? He's got a decent toe down the main straight. Moves to the outside. Could he outbrake him into the first corner? They're going to run side by side. Not much room given at all. And Nick Gregg is going to slot in behind. Maybe a chance at 6. Got to follow him closely through 5. And try and outbrake him. Goes to the outside. Maybe a switchback. No, can't get it done. There's a little tap there. But I think they both got away with it. And Gregg runs out really wide, but keeps it pointing the right way. Nick Mellow's catching up 1.8 seconds. Here's now the gap. Well, the gap out in front's ballooned to 11 seconds. Nick Gregg was 9/10 faster on that last lap. We'll see what it is this time as they cross the line. He was still only about a 10th quicker. Now Gregg moves to the outside. And has he got it done this time? He's got the advantage through 2, but will have to run wide through 3. It's slightly cambered, so if you run high, you don't get as much of a disadvantage as you normally will. He still manages to hold on through 4, and Smith holds second position for now. Gregg's going to look around the outside. And he's actually gaining ground. If he can hold on, he's barely on the track, and he's got the move done. Sensational move through those right-handers. And Riley Smith has half spun it. He's nearly gone into Nick Mello and nearly lost... Well, he has lost the position to Alex McEwen, but he nearly lost more. And now McEwen has got the chance to challenge Mello for 3rd. Nick Gregg's not done with yet in this championship. Chris Refalo, he hasn't quite clean sweeped it, but may as well have. He's sitting first by 13 seconds. And was 2 seconds faster than Nicholas Gregg on that last lap, although Nick was in a fairly intense battle. Mello was out onto the grass and he's managed to position himself really wide for the next corner. Made a little bit of contact with McEwen. But they both get away with it. Dennis Okluna has DNF'd out of 13th position, so the battle goes on for third, and now Riley Smith is attaching himself to the back of it. I believe this is still enough for New South Wales to wrap up the State of Origin Championship. Slow car to the right. I think that was going to Smolner. Yeah, just letting lap cars through. As they round the last bend, Nicholas Gregg smashes in a fast lap 36.736. Which was about a second quicker than Chris Refalo. Given more time, Nicholas Gregg could well have caught up, but there's only 7 to go now. Mello runs very wide at turn 2, and Riley Smith is through. So 4th now for Smith. Gaps have opened up a bit, especially as you can see the lead that Chris Refalo has of 11.7 seconds. It is closing, but as Chris Refalo puts in a purple second sector, he's certainly responding. last corner. We'll see what sort of time he ends up with. It will be a 36.725, which is actually the fastest lap of the race. So he certainly responded. Nicholas Gregg to the line. That one was only a 37.363. And Alex McEwen out of third place. 36.630. So with only 4 laps to go, 5 laps to go, Alex McEwen could have a chance at second place here. And would really put out any hope of Nicholas Gregg having a chance at the championship. So if things stand as they are now, Riley Smith's got to win the next race and hope that Chris Refalo finishes 8th or worse to win the championship. Now, there are other scenarios, of course, but that's the simplest way to put it, really. If it's second place, then Chris Refalo has to be 10th or worse for Riley Smith to win the championship. That's at the next race at Albert Park. And if things stand as they are now, Nick Mello is off and into the gravel at the last corner. He's going to lose a couple of positions. And gets going again. Currently sits in 8th place. Sean Mulvey comes across the line. It's going to be about 18 seconds now, the gap between Mello and Mulvey. Enough to overturn that position, I would think. But looks like the Victorians are going to get up over South Australia going into the last race with that mistake from Nick Mello. Alex McEwen's got to pass a lapped car. I believe it's Mike Cook. That is the gap is less than a second now between second and third. Okay, 2 laps to go. Gap is less than half a second now between Nicholas Gregg and Alex McEwen as they come down towards the first corner. 13 seconds up the road, Chris Refalo is well gone. But there's a chance here for Alex McEwen to pick up some big points for the Victorians. And recover their position somewhat after a no-show last round. Pushing the limits. Right, Chris Refalo is going to come across the line. He'll start his last lap, while these two battle for second place. And I'll tell you what, Nick Mellow's caught up to the back of Paddy Donnelly as well, so we'll keep an eye on that for 7th. Made a few more points for South Australia. Now, the big opportunity is down at the first corner. He's going to get close, but not close enough. The next opportunity is at 6. And he stays with him. Out of 3. Still not quite there. He's thinking about putting a move on. Very risky round here. Only 0.2 of a second off as McEwen closing in for second place. And this one's going to go right down to the wire. 2 corners to go now. Chris Refalo is going to come across the line and win the race and the State of Origin Series for New South Wales. But the battle goes on for second. Last corner. Alex McEwen in the slipstream. He can't get close enough. And Nicholas Gregg's going to hang on to second place by only a 1/10 of a second. Behind them, Riley Smith finishes 4th. Keeps himself within a sniff of the championship. Then Matt Double Lee Childs. Paddy Donnelly's gotten past Nick Mello. After Mello had previously gotten past him. Now Mello's going to try back. He makes contact down the inside, half spins it, and Donnelly will drive off into the distance and take 7th place. Nick Mello will have to settle for 8th. And Sean Mulvey isn't too far behind either, so Mello will want to make another mistake here. Car's squirming a little bit. Donnelly across the line for 7th. Followed by Mello, Mulvey, Spivey, Crick, Molnar, Wylie and Mangan. Good drive from Lee Childs. He's finished in 6th. A couple of positions as a result. Riley Smith rolls into the pit lane. So with a gap of 47 points going into this last race, Riley Smith's got to finish seventh or better. And then hope that Chris Refalo has a shocker on top of that, which is not something that happens very often, as you saw by today's performance. We've got a second race coming up at Lamberth Park, so we'll see you for that one in just a moment. 5 minutes to go in this qualifying session. Watching Chris Refalo, he just dives into the pit lane. He leads the way at the moment, with Nicholas Gregg currently sitting in second, and Riley Smith third. So, Nick Mello jumps up a couple of positions. He moves to second place. At Albert Park, Daniel Cicluna's back in the mix as well. Come to wreak a bit of havoc, and he sits fifth as it stands. Alex McEwen goes to fourth place. Could be a very competitive race, actually. As long as someone can put some restraint on Chris Refalo. Last time out with car number 1 for Nick Mello. It will be handed off to most likely Chris Refalo. But Riley Smith is still in with a sniff. 47 points separate those two. New South Wales are the champions of the State of Origin Series. Season 2. Can't even remember who won the first one. It's shocking. Where is... Victoria won the first one. By 4 points over New South Wales. So Cicluna coming through the last couple of corners now, and straight to the pit lane. Into climax. A lot of cars on their outlaps. One that isn't, looks like Alex McEwen. Comes up to 5. We're not using the updated version of Albert Park yet because there isn't one. So turn 6 is still a bit fiddly and slow. And this chicane still exists at 9 and 10. Chris Refalo's going even faster at the top. It's Mello from Cicluna now in third, and then Smith fourth. And we're watching McEwen here in fifth as he rolls up fast left-right. With not much downforce on these cars, it's quite a bit slower. He's purple second sector. 1:40 to go. Nicholas Gregg is also going quite a bit faster behind, and Chris Refalo is faster still. Last corner now for McEwen, and he's going to come down the main straight towards the line. Where will he end up? He's going to be 5th place. Doesn't improve. Going to want to watch Nicholas Gregg here as he comes through the last corner. He's still fast of second sector. And to the line now. Where will he go? Second fastest. He's only 500ths of a second off of Chris Refalo's time. And he's going to press on and try for pole position. His last chance to do so. Alex McEwen, 2/10 faster first sector. He'll string it together in the last. He's in with the shout as well. But Chris Refalo's going even quicker. Down to turn 6. Daniel Cicluna will see his time as he comes up to turn 6. It's about a tenth slower. Refalo caught in a little bit of traffic here. And he moves over to the side and will aboard his lap. So his marker has been set down at a 1:39.522. Nicholas Gregg will try and chase it down. Alex McEwen will go up to third place, as qualifying is all over. The time has expired, and here comes Nicholas Gregg straight into the pit lane. Daniel Cicluna's the last person, looks like, to have a crack at Chris Refalo. Riley Smith is only in 6th place, and that may be it for his championship. Unless he can seriously improve in the race. Cicluna, big slide out the last corner, but he will power towards the line. Where's he going to end up? 4th fastest, jumps up ahead of Nick Mello. And so your grid order is Chris Refalo, Nicholas Gregg, followed by Alex McEwen and Dennis Cicluna on the 2nd row. Nick Mello, then Riley Smith, Matt Double and Max Spivey, 7th and 8th, and then Sean Mulvey in 9th. Paddy Donnelly 10th, and then Lee Childs, Mike Crick, Giannis Molnar, Vince Mangin, and that rounds out the 14-car grid. Although, no, Mike Crick's on a bit of a slow lap. But he'll roll down the pit lane now. There's Riley Smith just alone out on the track. So, almost set to go for the last race, race 6 of the championship at Albert Park. Return shortly with that. Last race of the series. As we look down on Chris Refalo alongside Nicholas Gregg, different face on the front row. Daniel Cicluna is behind them in fourth, alongside Alex McEwen. Empty slot on the grid, that is Wylie Smith. Wylie Smith, I've got cramp, game died, didn't have enough fuel for quali. It's not going well for old mate there. See if that might be the end of his run, which means Nicholas Gregg is the lone man who's going to have a go at this championship. Oh, there's Wylie now. There you go. $84 points is the difference between Chris Refalo and Nicholas Gregg, by the way. So that would mean that Nick has to finish first or second, and Chris Refalo has to DNF pretty much. Well, unless Chris finishes in the last couple of positions, and then Nick might have a chance. But we'll see how it all ends up at the end of this. Lights coming on in Melbourne for the last race. Away in racing. Chris Refalo's got a good start and he will cut across Nicholas Gregg for the lead of the race. Nice wide run into the first corner. Nicholas Gregg got a little bit taily there. Alex McEwen looks to have resolved the battle for third in his favour. But Cicluna has a quick look down the inside. There's a big dive coming on from Wylie Smith. And Cicluna's gone well off as a result of it. Cicluna into the gravel. And drops to the back. So your leader is Chris Refalo, followed by Nicholas Gregg, Alex McEwen, Wylie Smith, and then Matt Double, who's trying to have a crack at Wylie Smith for fourth place. Nothing coming from that yet. Just holding it on the outside. He's going to try and outbrake him here. No, decides not to. Lost the car, has he? Maybe a bit of contact with Nick Mello. Mello's going to cut across the inside but won't gain the position. Max Spivey's going to gain a position instead. He moves to sixth place and is now looking to the outside and darts to the inside of Matt Double. Goes for the move. They make contact down at 13. It results in Double being pushed wide and Mello sliding up into sixth. And now Spivey's being forced to defend from Mello. Last corner. Side by side down the main straight. Mello's going to try and brake as late as possible, but Max Spivey's got fifth place. Chris Refalo leads from Nicholas Gregg, Alex McEwen, Wylie Smith, Max Spivey, Nick Mello, Matt Double, Sean Mulvey, then Lee Childs, Janos Molnar, Paddy Donnelly, Mike Crick and Vince Mangan. Cicluna is out of the race after being punted off at the third corner on lap 1. It's a 19 lapper here. It's a decent length race. Here comes the move from Liquinello. Looks to the outside. There's a bit of a wall tap for double in the background there. And he's going to have a perfect view of these two as they duel side by side through 11 and 12. And Mello is going to move past into 5th place. A little bit of a bump came from behind. That was Sean Mulvey on double. Double will outbreak Spivey into turn 1, and Spivey has run it wide coming through the second corner, and he's now going to have to try and fend off from Mulvey, who will look to the inside but won't make a move yet. Only 1.5 seconds out in front, and Chris Refalo could be under pressure here from Nicholas Gregg shortly. We could see an opportunity open up for Lee Child soon. Vince Mansion's out of the race as well, which means the 2 Maltese entries are gone. And Chris Refalo puts in a fastest lap. He was about 0.6 quicker than Nicholas Gregg on that lap. So it looks like the pressure's off. Gap's hovering around 2 seconds now. McEwen holding firm in 3rd place at the moment. He's 1.5 seconds back from Nicholas Gregg as Chris Refalo romps towards yet another championship. He's picked up the last 2 V8 Supercar Series and may have this one. Apparently a wheel failure for Cicluna is why he's out of the race. Steering damage in real life. There's two Victorians, 8th and 9th place at the moment, Lee Childs and Paddy Donald, as they roll through turn 5. It's all for personal pride and personal championship points. Charles moves across to the inside, and Paddy Donnelly is going to slide past with ease into 8th place now. And it's 2.7 seconds to the next car. Let's try and catch Sean Mulvey, who sits on his own at turn 3. Gappy's closing. It's about 7 tenths now. It's to edge towards halfway. 4.7 seconds the gap between first and second. And Sean Mulvey's now under pressure from Paddy Donnelly as well. Oh, bit of a slide for car 66. Manages to recover from it. Alex McEwen continues to gain on Nicholas Gregg. And there could be a big battle on for second place. Alex McEwen is much closer to Nicholas Gregg in this lap. Just past halfway now. Runs out onto the curb. Could be a chance at 3. A little bit too far back. Can't get the move done on the braking there. But Paddy Donnelly has got the move done on Sean Mulvey further behind. That's as they head on to the main straight. And although Mulvey will go deep, might be able to get a decent exit here. Now had a peek at the inside but can't get it done. So Donnelly's going to hold on to that position for now. Well, he's run it a little bit wide. And Mulvey into the wall on the inside. So he's lost the car a bit through 5 and found himself in the wall as we go back to this battle for second. Two corners to go to finish lap 10. Chris Refalo is extending his margin, now 6.7 seconds. Oh, Alex! Oh, he nearly lost the car into the wall on the left-hand side, coming out of 6. But he's held on to it, and it's now 0.6 of a second between Gordon and McEwen. The second place. Traffic ahead. Oh, it's gone. It's gone over there. That might have been right through. Yeah, it is. Oh, Donnelly's past Melbourne, so there must have been a mistake there. Now Lee Childs is breathing down the neck of him. Nick Mellow's also not far behind Riley Smith as well. As we've only got 5 laps to go. The battle continues for second place. And Alex McEwen is trying to make up with the time he lost. Looks a bit closer now. Not close enough yet. If we can hold there, maybe a chance at the first corner or the third. It looks like Nicholas Gregg's got a better exit here. Off of 12. And McEwen's much closer. Look at that. Try and hold on through the disturbed air at the last corner. And this might be his chance. Stay in the slipstream here. Just a little bit too far back for turn 1. Maybe at 3. Murdock continues on. It's a stalemate thus far. With Nicholas Gregg not having to do too much defending just yet. But there there is just that pressure of Alex looming. Now, look at this. Moves to the outside. Gonna try and have a look around the outside here. Can't get it done. It'll be extremely difficult. Closer than the last lap. Now, had a look to the left in McEwen there at 3. And he's looking more threatening than he has done over the last few laps. Can he do what he couldn't in the first race? Nick Mello might be about to get past Riley Smith here as well. They're extremely close too. McEwen moves to the outside. Has he got enough of a run? Oh, not quite. Nick Gregg still has the inside. And we'll hold on to it. Alex McEwen, big dive. Can't get close enough. We'll run it out wide and actually not get a great exit as a result of it. Just 4 laps left. 3 laps left. For McEwen to make the move. This could be it now. Tuck back into the slipstream. And has got a decent toe down the inside at turn 1. They make contact in the middle of the corner. But McEwen's going to make his way through and up into second place past Nicholas Gregg. Mello's not quite past Smith yet. And now Nick Gregg is fighting with all he has to try and get that second place back off of McEwen. 11.9 seconds the gap to Refalo, which might be too big for anyone other. Oh, it's almost definitely too big for anyone other than Refalo to win the championship now. So watch Mello, he nearly found the wall there. Trying to chase down Riley Smith for 4th place. Gregg still holding close there. There's only 2 to go now. And Mello looking for a move around the outside of Riley Smith. This is at turn 3. Smith has got the inside line. If Mello can hold on, he'll have the inside for 4, and they make contact in the middle of the corner. And both spin around. Mello's going to have the position as a result. So he takes 4th, Smith takes 5th. I would argue you'd want to give that one back, but anyway. Continuing on. 5/10 of a second now is the gap between McEwen and Greg for second place. It's closing down to a good finish here as Greg ran across the grass on the exit of 12. Nick Mello right up in the slipstream. So the position has been returned to Wylie Smith. But Mello's going to try and get it back. Moves to the outside here at 3. Similar story to last lap. But Wylie's got a bit more of an advantage this time. Nicholas Gregg has fallen off the back of Alex McEwen, so Alex might be safe here in second place. The reverse of the last race. And Nick Mello's all over the grass, which may just release Wylie Smith, and in fact it will, because Mello is off and into the gravel and the wall at turn 6. Yeah, he just needs to get off before Matt Double arrives on the scene. It looks like he's going to have enough of a gap there. Chris Refalo, pretty much flawless season, has been rewarded for it. He comes through the last corner and he is going to take the win in this last race. Clean sweep the night, and he's going to win the championship as well. The second State of Origin championship winner. Chris Refalo crossing the line in first place for New South Wales. Alex McEwen, very well done for second place, and Nicholas Gregg holds on for third. Wylie Smith rounding the last couple of corners. Now Nick Gregg may well have jumped Wylie Smith for second position, I'm not sure. As Wylie Smith rolls to the line, he may have misjudged this, because here comes Nick Mello. No, he's fine. 4/10 of a second in the end. Matt Double in 6th place, and then Paddy Donnelly. Max Spivey is not far behind. There could be a chance here. He breaks as late as he can at the second last corner, but he's a bit too far behind. Last corner now. Donnelly's all over the road. Here comes Spivey. He moves to the outside, and it's very close, but Donnelly will get him at the line. Cars absolutely everywhere in the first corner. So everyone celebrates the end of the series. Chris Refalo is the champion, and New South Wales are going to take out the State of Origin championship. A very fun little series, that one. It's great to roll out these S5000 cars. Well done to Chris. Well done to all the drivers. And the dust settles now over the first corner. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll be back soon. We actually don't have a plan for the next couple of months, because we're hoping that Formula 1 would be up and running soon, but we haven't got the Formula Hybrid 2022 mod yet. Understandable reasons, but anyway. So, yeah. We will see you soon. Not sure when. Apparently there's work being done on a on a season wrap-up video, so you might see that soon. But apart from that, Formula One's on its way. So we'll see you for that, hopefully before then. And thanks very much for joining us for this series. Bye for now.